One of the main reasons behind starting Don't Just Breathe Live was to talk about the breakups, heartbreaks, and divorce very openly, without any filter. Because while I was going through my tough phase, I actually wanted to talk about my fears, stress, and anxiety, but had no one to talk to. We have a lot of people around us, but the people who have not gone through something like this, they are unable to relate to us. And the people who have gone through it do not like to talk about it. I filed for my divorce on 5th of September and went to Leh Ladakh for a solo trip on the 10th. Today I'm going to tell you two set of emotions I felt right after filing for my divorce, which are exactly opposite to each other. The first set is very well known. That is, I obviously felt very sad, hurt, rejected, low, and extremely disappointed with my life in general. Felt like a failure who couldn't even save the marriage that meant the world to me. All my friends around me were either getting married, having babies, or planning a vacation with their families, and there I was, who had absolutely no idea what's going to happen in my life next. And most importantly, that all that continuous emotional abuse, taunting, judgments, pointing out flaws in me day and night had broken me into pieces. I felt I was good for nothing, had no confidence at all, and my self esteem couldn't hit any low. In the process of flattering someone, impressing someone, to make someone happy, and with all the never ending, non rewarding, one sided efforts of making the marriage work, I had completely forgotten who I was. What do I like in life? How do I want to live? What would make me happy? This is just one set of emotions which everyone knows about. That in case if you break up with someone or take a divorce, you will feel this way. But today I also want to talk about the second set of emotions here which no one thinks of in general. A part of me felt a bit lighter. Yes, I was alone, but not lonely anymore. I felt more lonely in my marriage when a person used to be right next to me and we had nothing to talk about. Finally, no one was judging me and pointing out flaws in me for whatever I did. The constant inner battle of making someone happy was over. Now I knew that I have signed the papers and it is what it is. The denial phase was over. I could finally be myself unapologetically. A part of me was gathering all the broken pieces back and started to rebuild a new structure which nobody can ever break again. Instead of someone else, now finally my life revolved around me. I was working on gaining my confidence back each and every day. If you are going through something like this, I know it is difficult. I have been there. I feel you. You are shattered and feeling devastated now. It's like you have invested so many emotions in that one person, and now all you have is an empty heart that it's so difficult to give some love even to yourself. But all I want to tell you is don't be scared of what will happen next. You cannot compromise your life for someone who is not worth it just because you are uncertain and scared about your future. It can be an end to the worst chapter of your life, but it's definitely not an end to your life. It's time to stop taking it as a social stigma, and for that, you need to face the world fearlessly. And before you face the world, you need to face yourself. Ignore what people tell you or tell about you. If you have tried enough, feel no shame in moving on. Divorces are getting as normal as getting married these days. You are just one decision away from a very free and liberating life. Being in an abusive marriage is a disgrace. Getting separated and starting a new life for yourself is not. One day you will stop stalking him. You will stop getting affected by whatever he's doing in his life. You'll be completely over him and actually thank him for treating you the way he did. As because of that, you will be a stronger and a better version of your own self. Trust me, it is only as hard as you think it is. I found my peace of mind when I stopped waiting for anyone to change and treat me the way I deserved to be treated. So will you, my friend. So will you.